Oh, look at that. The demonic whispering has gone back to its normal main menu music. Hello. Welcome. For those of you who are going to watch the stream live, this could be split into parts, because this is in the middle of the afternoon after all. Alright, as the title of the stream says, we are going to be playing Cooking Companions, and now there's deadly silence. Warning, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? That's strange. That's the exact same warning that they gave me on Doki Doki Literature Club. And I haven't finished that visual novel yet. Please read this carefully. I do wish to continue. So yes, we're here. Grigor, that walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. What does this do? Oh, and Natalie. Finding a place I can read a good book in peace. Maria. I can't wait to... Achoo. Oh. She was sneezing. I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. I have the same problem, too. Don't worry. Karen. Interesting. Get those allergies under control, Maria. It's the same. We are the same. We both have allergies to dust. Let's go. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. Am I gonna talk? So are you volunteering to clean, Grigor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess what? To go out to get what we need. Who's this? There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust. Ha ha ha. Hey. Allergies are nothing to joke with Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Natalie. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. How in the world did you count all that? Did you just walk and suddenly your eyes are darting around everywhere to search for these things? Roughing it is fun, and Natalie knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. What? Most certainly not. Paimon eats slime. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Natalie? I could figure that out by grabbing one of these people and stuffing it in their mouths for a test subject. You're my guinea pig. You're gonna be the canary in the coal mine, Natalie. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Just eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. It won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... And Natalie. Oh yeah, sorry Maria. Got carried away again. Haha. Haha. I'll help Natalie look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea! Hey, Natalie and Maria are getting the food. Grigor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chief. Finally! We're saying something! Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. First of all, why are we in this cabin? Alright everyone, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Maria, Natalie, Grigor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Natalie put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Ah, I see. Let's save it there. Back to game. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you made. Be sure to save. I'll remember that. Do you have any experience making meals? Oh, I do, actually. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Say nothing, of course. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you be good at serving of food poisoning. Oh yeah, you really are. Right? It looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Why is the text bigger? Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight. Where did she get the duster from? Where did she get the duster from? Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching the area more than once. Alright, why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Thank you, random spirit. Cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. And Allie must have put the supply somewhere else. Behind the wood pile. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. Just stomp on them. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. That's just cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. About again. Oh, this is just a pile of Norway spruce. The drawers. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. What in the world? Besides, which mouse? Oh, this one right here. The cupboards. Again. Oh wow, very appetizing. This will be a great gift to give to her. Yes! This is how you get girls, guys. Take notes. Give them a dead mouse. Oh god. Won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. Luckily, it's summer, right? Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. What in the fuck? Okay, it's time. Chompettes, sound off. Huh? Onion? Never fear, Onion is here. Oh god, your voice is deep. Like my cousin Cornbed says, I'll rise to the occasion. I already don't like you. Always marry raspberry. Okay. ... Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Don't worry. They woke up. We're the Chompettes. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlock recipes in the main menu under extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat free. I have unlocked my first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes, let's move out. Did we close the drawer or did the drawer close by itself? Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. They don't have hands! They don't have hands! Okay. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Only slightly. It's fine. We see some random foods that can talk in a random drawer and can move objects on their own. Yes, of course we're not going insane. Only slightly. It's fine. Hey, did you find the supply? I found some talking cat. You're lying. You shake your head. And Natalie lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. And she just tells me to change the world as her final message. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entry, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. Now, there's 2 of the Chompettes who won't be happy to see that. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Ooh, that's a nice sound. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. It's giving us a literal show. Hey, Plauto, easy freelo. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect! Awesome. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. I haven't read aloud dialogue in a very long time. Maybe I should do a Deltarune Chapter 2 stream soon. Hours pass. Oh! Oh, that change! Look at the lighting. Oh, that's beautiful. It's like Genshin like lighting as well. From the Statue of the Seven. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. What is a wild sorrel? Hold on, let me pull up Google real quick. Wild sorrel. Oh, it's those leaves. It's just leaves. Okay. It'll take too long for me to pull up a picture. So, yeah. And Natalie's bearing the lead, and we saw a red deer. Do red deers even exist? And boy, she's happy. She's like Sayori. Kind of. Red deer. Sorry, man. I'm just... Wait. City of Alberta? Wait, up. It's a city in Alberta. But yes, these red deers really do exist. So, yeah. Maria spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you're out looking at deer. Yeah. That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Oh. 160? She doesn't like spiders. Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. Yeah. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah. I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. So I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Natalie, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Natalie, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Eck. Your dreams, chump. Turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Sheesh, but what the hell is wrong with this bowl? This tastes pretty good. You cook vegetable stew. Wow, I can't believe this game is about cooking, but yet we don't have mechanics for cooking. Why can't we just select stuff, like actual following a recipe on our own? And then we can have like a failed cooking competition or something. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Dig in, guys. This one broken bowl is enough. Oh, wait. Wait, it's fixed now. It's fixed. It's freaking fixed. What happened? What happened to the bowl? It's fixed. Oh, wow. This smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Also, their bowls are very clean. Asian parents will be very proud of them. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Oh, wow. Wow, Karen. He looks like Aaron Yeager. Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. And she's winking at us. Could probably use some meat last time. Gross. She's sweating. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria Vesca, also known as strawberry. Oh god. Also known as strawberries for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. Hey! You go to bed stuffed. That is giving me Unis Honest vibes. Day 1. Oh god! Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night. I didn't even need a blanket. Yeah, because I made a freaking stew. It was so hot. It was so hot that it lasted for over 6 hours. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Never mind. It wasn't 6 hours probably. Oh, she's pissed. Well, you two pipe down trying to sleep over here. You're not in the bedroom. Yawn. Yawn. What is this doing here? Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor. I can see the trees. I can see the trees outside. Why is she scared? Did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Maria. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Gah. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? And Natalie's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. It sounds like a waste of time. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. This is what I'm gonna do now. Every single time they have like bolded letters, I'm gonna speak into the microphone. At least you'll know when I'm gonna do it. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Maria and Natalie, Grigor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a jar of champasta to keep you company. Duro, each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check it out today? Go into the basement. I'll save that for later. Check out the bedroom. Hey, this is pretty nice. That's interesting. Karen and Natalie kept the room pretty clean. One of them made their bed. Who still makes their bed? Who cares? Who cares about making your bed tidy? You're gonna go right under and mess it up like when it's nighttime anyway. Who cares? Look underneath one of them. You found some extra emergency supplies. You decided to look through them and start planning your next meal. There's a mouse hole and a loose floorboard. I saw that. What? What? Hello? It took us how long? It took us like we woke up at the crack of dawn and then we just looked in the bedroom. I almost said back rooms for like a second and apparently it's sunset now. We're back. Tee. Knock it off, Maria. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. When you're the big guy would be so scared of. Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Grigor. You're just the marmot, Grigor, not a monster. Maria laughed so hard that your ears ring. Oh god, okay, I would rather not talk into the microphone for this one. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. No, they're not. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. Who cares if she hyperventilates? You know, who cares? One less mouth to feed, right? Yep. This is a pretty strange thing to say about old friends. Oh, I can scroll. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Grigor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Hey, let's leave him alone. They found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty. Cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls. I think I ate those before. I think I made those before. It was pretty nice. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl. Yes, we're cooking right in the living room. Yes, perfect. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet or skrittle. Only a certain amount of gifted individual will understand that reference. Over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage roll simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Poggers! Is that ketchup? Oh wait, no, that's tomato sauce. Oh, I'm stupid. You cook cabbage rolls! Let's freaking go! Maria looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. And Natalie looks curious. No, his face is the pan itself. Grigor looks thrilled. Oh, he's just randomly smiling. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. Are we back to the same image? Yes, we are. I honestly don't know how in the world I could say that. Just up and down. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. It's blood. Don't worry. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? Oh, hell yeah. It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. I am literally the chef of this group. Not happening. You sell in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Good morning, everyone. Hold on. Let me try to make the sound. She's mad again. Again, Grigor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need some food before it begins to downpour. Grigor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Grigor is also correct. Participation is unusually high in this area, with many areas as being high risk for flooding. Oh, great. You'll be foolish not go out and look for food today. Why couldn't the 5 of us, on our way to this cabin for vacation, at least that's what I think is happening here, go to a supermarket and just buy like everything, put it in the freaking van, and then just drive it all the way over here, and then we won't have to worry. You really think it will flood? her eyes, her tired face, once she hears it might flood, just like, oh, shh. Thankfully, the cabins is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. There's always possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Grigor. Karen! There's nothing to worry about. I think Grigor is right, Karen. Huh? But it won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Good to prepare, prepared to fail. And Natalie, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me out, little guy. Perfect. Then Natalie and Grigor head to the bedroom to consult the map. There was a map in the bedroom? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, my God. Maria and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. There was no romance tag. At least I don't think so. Which one would you like to talk to? Alright. I'll let like the one viewer in the chat decide, I think. Oh wait, no one's actually watching the stream right now. Ah well, 50-50 chance. Which one? Maria or Karen? You know what? Maria. Maria is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? The scary one, the romantic one, and the crafting one. Scenarios. Okay, you know what? I've played visual novels in the past, so this will be very interesting indeed. Maria, I think, likes crafting, right? You know what? I'll choose this one. Oh yeah? I read a few random pages, seem pretty melodramatic. Why is everyone crying all the time? You shook. Maybe the ending redeems it, but from what I have read, this book is hot garbage. Oh, so she doesn't like it. Sorry. Maria looks pretty disappointed in your answer. There are definitely some better books you could be reading. I'll give you my list of recommendations later. You cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Oh. So, crafting probably. She doesn't like being scared. Grigor and Ali come back from their meeting. Grigor is blushing slightly. No, he's not. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You know. Thank you. Alright, everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. Why is he blushing? The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. We got this strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? The kitchen, the bedroom, looking on the bathroom, the basement. The basement. The basement. Bathroom this time. Ah, nice bathroom. You remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times into a mirror. Is it Candyman? But you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you are entered. When you are entered? Wait a minute, hold up, pause. Maria's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. I only found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. I'm a little worried about our supplies. We crunch the numbers and we don't have enough food. Even with rationing. Till last if there's a big storm we get stuck here. It seems disappointing in your inventory management. You can try cooking with a little less this evening. You know, thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You look very sarcastic. That's a very evil grin. You're very sweet. Is Maria blushing a little bit? Teehee. Maria will remember that. I don't even know if I should be clapping, but woo! Bog! It's stronger. You can teach me to cook sometime. Sure. You know, looking forward to it. Hey, you got a cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Oh my god. I actually do not know how that feels, so... Well, yet. I don't know how that feels yet. But one day I will. Probably. Hopefully. This isn't exactly bursting in. They just appear out of thin air. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Don't we have sugar? Oh, you just asked the exact same question I just asked. You shake your head sadly. We don't have sugar. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Cameron. Just don't worry. Just tear a portal. It's not that strange. I promise. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Grigor. Eek. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. I could see it through the window. Red sky at night signals delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, Victor. Must have walked a few miles today. Oh god. They started to choke on nothing. That was kind of creepy. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. Oh no, there's a beast among us. That rumble sounded like a dying cow. Look from person to person trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria! I recognize that sound from anywhere. Ah! Guilty. Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? I definitely knew that. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Oh, I'd eat that any day! You cooked raspberry. You cooked. Notice the quotation marks. Raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Grigor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What the fuck? But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Grigor. This bread stinks. Maria! Everyone laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance. Try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. Current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink into the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Grigor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone has an agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. And Natalie sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by flood waters. Looks like sailors take a warning was more appropriate for the day. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. Ick. He's not so good at chopping wood though. Ha ha ha. Knock it off, you two. Maria, you think it'll clear tomorrow? I'll give it a 27%. Chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local participation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Annalie's thunder. Annalie, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Eck. Gotta make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshop has some great books on artists and crafting and natural sciences. That's what she likes, crafting. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing out tomorrow? Hey, it's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Miri begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to... Yeah, equals 0 where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Natalie. He's listening intently to Maria. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Maria finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Maria, that was awe-inspiring. Lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Haha. Get. And Natalie turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is all tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. You too. Looks like we have enough leftover berries from our bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed now. You sneak out into the kitchen where everyone's still talking. You get some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the trumpets. Don't worry. As leader of the Chompets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy was trying to eat me like an apple, so definitely don't tell him about us. Ha ha ha. Are your plans going alright? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast! That one's been done to death. You know how raspberry milk were introduced? Tell her no. Milkshake. That audible groan. Your cornbread teach you that one? Nope, waste an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Haha. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. You'll win the annual Chompet comedy competition this year. Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't joke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Brett? We still talk about that clothing line, Brett. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. I bet stick together through thick and thin. I'm gonna try. Oh, you'll stay together, alright? If I eat all 5 of you at once. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompets, move out! The Chompets somehow managed to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There is more on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? Grip the knife tightly in your hand. Think this is enough? For 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. Oh, we have that. Your goal is right. Allie, will mold spores give us food poisoning? Not yet. No scientist. Sorry. Let's pick up as much mold as we can. Can't leave with the flat water, so this will give us last us another day. Ivan grimly nods, ripping apart their peas like a pack of wolves. Gregora seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. It looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if you just give it a chance. And Natalie, where are you getting that information from? One of those books on the shelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. Hey, I've seen him reading. One guy's been studying. I'm serious, he pretends to read those books because he wants to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? An alley doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Cameron is correct. And they can read. I saw it with my own two eyes. When is he going blind then? Thanks. Sound like Cameron would make us something like that. But we weren't fooling anyone in alley. Cameron has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. With who? With who? Good to have someone so positive to run. Alley looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I think. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to the sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just want to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Natalie looks at you with a look of admiration. Huh. See you tomorrow. I'll keep that in mind. And Natalie looks like he's watching as he walks away. You're definitely sure Natalie will remember that. What? What? Huh? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run and startled. Whoa, incredible. Impressive. Yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Natalie. What other options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. He just leaves. And Ali leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive aggressive of him. Megalon goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, we go in the living room, Marie in the kitchen, and an alley in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Oh god. Oh! Didn't hear you coming, huh? I was just double checking if there were any food we might have missed. I couldn't get the drawer open. You give it a try? You nod. Great. While you go do that, I'm gonna get some more reading done. You think Maria will remember that? Oh, that easy. Later. You give the drawer a hard yank open. Is it that or something keeping you up all night? You just need to roll with it. Gaspar whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being in Chumpet is secrecy. Wouldn't want us humans to overhear our meetings, now would we? You shake your head. Good. Chumpets. Roll on out. Aren't we human? And yet, they like us. You shut the drawer. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would just stop. You're doing great. Must be almost the end of this summer. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone had a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. Wake up. I said, wake up. The rain falls non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer a question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You're telling him to lie down on the tray. He keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray to make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As a stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You're stirring the blankets on his legs. Maria looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. And Alias blags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Karen looks out at it. Cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. The door looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around in my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Float waters keep rising. Fortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Did you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha ha ha. We're in an alley. Go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mia looks at you. We're down to our last ice of breath. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. He stares at you. We'll clear up another time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's playing on a fake optimism. Maria is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Brr. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Explain to Maria how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Yeah, wish I was as big as Gregor. To be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what you wanted to do for a career? Maria does her best Gregor impression. Split forward and gaze at the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Maria blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. Of course, you add a tilde at the end. You thank her and leave the bedroom. They called me a monster. You called everyone together. Yellow crib. You got the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. You're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. Bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. It's literally all five of you tear about like a wishbone. Everyone studies a piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. You chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Then Natalie chews it consciously, opening his mouth once as he finishes each bite. Maria nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. Figure thanks you awkwardly. It's not much. You're gonna have options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed, starve. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it will rain that long? Natalie, it's been days already. What makes you think we'll stop sick? Thanks everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next option. Do you want to speak of Mir in the kitchen, or an alley in the living room? Think and step out everything you've done wrong, or have you doomed anyone? Hey, Mary looks relieved to see you. Wow. How are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mary's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I notice you didn't use any meat when cooking. You usually have to pick it out for foods the others make. You respected that. Thank you. Mary's looking at you with admiration. You need to speak with Gore for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Maria will remember that? It's Max. Alright, what happens? You decide to check out the drawer again. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Really using the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have to have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You're like some Jews looking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You're just deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus, brackets, 4.35 times weight in pounds, bracket, plus, bracket, 4.7 times height in inches, end bracket, minus, bracket, 4.7 times age in years, end bracket. Got it? We're fine. Let's try it on someone here. Maria. Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet, 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Punching the numbers, I think she need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She had to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. Now she needs 2,638 calories a day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay? You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Now things are starting to get really, really wrong. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Agor's voice starts to crack. I don't ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go ask answers for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Maria! I used to swim all the time in my house. I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses in the alley. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? It's true, but... Alright. Let me go. Go alright. Sounds good to me. Karen! Those are definitely the longest, so you're probably best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Good, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones. We need to find food or help. Igor grabs the bench from the woodpile. He has different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. The sure is we'll go outside and search for food. Don't worry about drawing. You saw Igor cut the branch lines. You can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. Watch the others intently. Will it be Igor? Natalie? Karen? Will it be... Looks like I've got the shortest. Maria. It's okay. I've watched Natalie forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground and scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. The ground looks heartbroken. Karen, Natalie, McCord, will keep us alive. Promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Maria leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Maria has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays out waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shovels off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guess. You ask the guess to sit on a shovel. Then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out her legs until your toes are almost sticking into the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind you and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by the roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Your stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. You trample over through a field of wheat. The guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun. Gold. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into this pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Good morning. You think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Maria. Me too. She'll be mine. Right, little guy? So what do you do now? Just wait? Karen, how long? It's been almost a day since she left. Now Igor looked nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wake her. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Nelly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to. Every waking thought is about food now. I should have never eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntary shaking. Georg and then Ali just nods in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Maria will make it back. She promised. They found retreats to areas. What do you want to do today? Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Maria's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Aunt Natalie. Last summer, Natalie would watch her swim from the shore. She could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. How would she lie about something like that? Kara seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone and close the door softly. can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. No, you're fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for the vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Alright. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. In a completely different room. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Means you cook for the good today? Cook. 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 You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gore finally gets on the couch. Where did you... I think you're looking at you salivating. You take the char meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. Understand. Thank you. And Ali runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... The core wanders off. Ali returns looking choked up. It was too weak. That you son of the meat. Don't fight this in Ali. Ali takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to Betty devours it. You can hear him crying. Ali, my focus is coming back. I'm gonna read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? You knock on the door first. Then Ali, you slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You asked if you still feel sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Nally will remember that? You leave an alley and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. You've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You helped me explain that you want to ration the meat better this time and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven, because it's still stroking his beard. You can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new item. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards to the feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. The smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. I can see a lot of things. I see a lot of stuff in chat. First of all, visitor, hi, how you doing? Hello. I feel like you can't see chat. Oh, you can't see the chat. And then my classmate says, smash your pass Dora. Which Dora are you talking about? I have no idea why he is even playing. I bet it's a game with him. Why would it be? Why not? I know this guy outside of YouTube. He's not weird like that. Eyebrow. 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 You wake up to secret Cora looking out the window. You turn to see, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? The flood waters have receded a little bit. Maria 1 is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Maria make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. It makes this awful gurgling noise, as she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes. I thought I hear her crying through the radio. That's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Maria. It's what would she have wanted? What's going into you, Natalie? And Natalie's eyes looks at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Natalie? Girl looks made at Natalie's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You guys some the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It would taste bland without any seasoning. You need to serve it out right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in balls. Gore drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Like a duck does when eating bread. When Natalie creates ripples in the broth using the spoon, he isn't eating. Sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Maria. When Natalie begins to weep, he'll go back, Karen. You didn't notice or you can start to eat. Just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? And explain how most of it has gone bad. Is the last. How could you be so careless again? You remembered Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. Clear your throat. Natalie? Yes? I think tomorrow you should go look for a meal. Or for lunch outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Alright. Please, Natalie. You can swim back after a few hours. Quick ran, Natalie. Maybe you'll find Maria out there. I think Maria's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. He doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Natalie. That's right, Natalie. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, okay? Everyone shovels off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Maria. Something is approaching. Hey! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Natalie. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? Could help you prevent colds and world viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? Can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes! So, can you stop Annali from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grill man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have a son nurse scream. What do you think I've been using the muscles to get around? Scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tell the garbage about you. She can be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Annali you care about him and don't want him to leave. 2 minutes for me, okay? Interesting. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get a scare on the frying pan tomorrow. Later! Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Something is very, very wrong with our character. Something is very, very wrong with our character. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him. So you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and add 6 chickens on top. Fox smiles at you and then leaves. At some point in his journey, Fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. The snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. The nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. First creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Natalie, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. I don't want to rush you. One of us puked last night. That's what that smell was. Natalie, the patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Well, why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? None of the fun trumpets are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. And nothing can we call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry. Didn't you see you creeping up behind me? I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. Take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Oh, I can't even nudge the book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? Not. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these 4. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there is a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking. Your livers have transformed fatty acid into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No one knows the smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. Filling the trumpets has something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. You don't like potatoes recipe. I personally won't make it, but you. We have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for me. Natalie, you okay, little guy? Your head looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Natalie, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Natalie. Big tears rolled down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Man, he really looks like Eren Yeager right now. Eren. Yes? Alright. Gregor looks at you excitedly. Did you want to say something to Natalie? You say nothing. Alright. Goodbye, Natalie. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, okay? And Natalie has left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. Guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Garen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor. Found you! Ha ha ha. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Ha ha ha. Another cornerback classic. You're being very popular right now. That's a tree reference. Ha ha ha. Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chop-out meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? You know. Ha ha ha. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make any sense. Ha ha ha. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You begin a cold sweat. Did we kill Natalie? You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise for after yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me, now! You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ah! She angrily devoured it, barely chewing. She grabs another color off the plates and eats it. You thought she was concerned with the ration. Grigor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Grigor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Grigor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears are streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Kieran is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Grigor crawls onto the couch and his back to you. Kieran leans in to whisper. I'm glad Maria and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Kieran. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. Took a few nights, but I fought back. Now that's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Maria that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Kieran pauses, deep in thought. You know Grigor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Kieran hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Grigor's mug tonight. This is for the best. I won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. His request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. I need to psych myself for what's next. This is my first time I want it to be perfect. How do you think? You know what? She's learning quickly. You definitely think Kieran will remember that. Kieran hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Grigor's mug. Grigor? It's been a while since you had some water. Come drink with us. Grigor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we were right. It just never ends. Miss Natalie and Maria. Let's toast to Natalie and Maria. They'll always be inside of us, Grigor. Can't change that now. Grigor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Grigor. What? Eating raw meat is one of life's greatest gambles. Get awfully sick, or... Grigor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Trying to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Natalie. We were teenagers. I was shoving firewood outside the house. Natalie brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large palms. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. And that... Kieran, what did you put in this water? Did you do anything to save your in the water? Of course. Grigor's eyes started to droop. What the hell was Kieran's liquid? I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Grigor. Yeah. Thank you, Kieran. Grigor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Grigor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Kieran with this. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom, crawling into the bed. And Natalie slept in. You fell asleep almost immediately. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. There's someone in the closet. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. We already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Yeah, I better head to the living room. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Manage him out like a field medic. Why? What is it, Grigor? Where are my... God, you stupid. Maybe you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood. You would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Did I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? The Grigor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad. You'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. Okay, there's more chat. What game is that? Like, I know it's Cooking Companions, but why is it so dark? I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gotten too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. Mother always made make sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. And yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through and discovered a bag. They threw me a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. Mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Grigor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. There's what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. I'm a warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Grigor begins to look at peace. Alright. Yeah. You watch the last of Grigor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Grigor gave up. Could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You get to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Grigor. Look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wonder. Let's play hide and seek! There's 5 of us to find. You find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's wielding something in her rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of Champets, it's important that you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck! Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Champets lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Grigor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbing all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Wasn't it in the kitchen? Yeah, remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Champets can help you find the kitchen. You decided to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? You hear some rustling around. Found her! He always picks the same hiding spot. Ah! You found me! Well done. As leader Chompets, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompets to push me through. So I guess you'll help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompets to go. Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompets in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. He's making hide and seek far too easy. Cabbage, find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Found him. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Today, I'm as sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. You guys had to and sweat too. I could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. You scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Maria, Natalie, and Glor, but yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though. Right? Now, I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Onion has joined the party. How do you have you join us, Onion? No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud you can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompets, let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompets left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some time breathing exercise for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. You hear Bread coming out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Oh me! Everyone's secretly favorite Chompet, Bread. Don't you loaf me? Ha 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 ha. Because in Cornbread tell me that one. He has hundreds, no thousands of terrible ones. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering Chompets together. That's a pretty crumby idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. You really think we want to go back downstairs? Bread, we need your help finding Potato. Yes, you big guy, come out. I would never let the Chompets down. No need to pass my culinary quiz, I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 Chompets are staring at you. Do you think of eating us? Accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. That's it. Go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompets, mosey out. You have 3 Chompets in your party. 2 more to go. It feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The bird outside turned silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear it breathing. You feel the sun urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Rise, value Raspberry. Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave it behind, Raspberry. Honest, we need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompet detective skill says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. One more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap! The red-haired woman is coming over here. Chubbets, let's hide out. All four Chubbets quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like a gore. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do? So that's why it's locked. Open it. I just see in the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring you some cutlets up and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase in the darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargain. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have slut-walked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom and get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You can tell by the candle being blown out. Ha ha ha, maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, you conduct the next secret Chompet meeting. Later! You quickly make your escape. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough experiment for one day. Get on the covers and quickly fall asleep. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. Rena stopped outside, said go look out the window. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. Take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well, you just had to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. Wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick or... Good morning? She's just sticking around. Head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. The noise was coming from the living room. Natalie? Nobody's here. And these scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. It's making that noise. It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. Go over to investigate. The cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. Get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this, You wake in a cold sweat. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Grigori here. Could you have intervened with Kieran? You probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Grigor imprinted on it. You decided to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. And Natalie? The first note you've ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and I will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. And take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but came up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you hadn't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You realize she's probably been feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the chompets, just for me. You head for the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It'd be enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. Begin your descent. Something is approaching. I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. Smell your bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive what you did. You put an alley through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. The alley's down here. Come and have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger concentrated in the grave. Leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loads of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice? Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Grigor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. And Ali will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. Thank you for being kind to me. I didn't believe the whispers at first. First, you feel Maria leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another truck. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Maria was worried sick about you. You tell Grigor that's about speaking with Maria. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. You do that for me? No. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep me by bed. Meet again soon. You are Karen. You feel Grigor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Oh. I used to be fending off that glowing Grigor right now. You telling Ali about meeting with Grigor? Oh. I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. Shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long. Now you need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You guys know where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us. Waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing in her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sort of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but he won't be. See you again soon. You feel Natalie leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. If he finally hits solid ground in the basement, something doesn't feel right. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. You've come so far, proud of you. As leader of Jump Pads, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there. Honest, I'll let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry, that was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll be out in the blind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I wouldn't call it a change of heart, but because you never really had one, Potato. You should have ride down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Jump Bets, let's help out. Your trumpets get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and look at the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. Hey, it's either trumpets, can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for the knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Trumpets, help out. Kevin just filled you with hope. You gained 5 HP. Karen lunges at you. Ow! Are you tugging yourself again? Karen laughs at you. Won't be burying you. You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Karen takes a break to study you. Derlet kept the door locked. You dodged Karen's knife, feeling the air hit you. You shouldn't be this fast. Karen looks you dead in the eyes. Karen laughs at you. This is just a freaking boss fight. Only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. What the frick? How in the world does this work? How in the world does this work? This is a random boss right now. Watch out for that knife. Ow. What do we do? Since dodging isn't doing anything. Ow. I'm dead. You started to bleed. Oh, I'm dead. I knew it. It didn't immediately fade, but okay. This is the weirdest boss fight I've ever seen, but Reza, Onion to Sybil. I'm just going to keep attacking. I'm just gonna keep attacking. I'm going to keep attacking. I'm going to keep attacking. I'm going to keep attacking. I don't care. I'm going. You know what? I'm butterfly clicking the dialogue. I don't care. Oh wait, what the hell? It's my knife. I did it, I guess. What in what in the world? Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left to the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room's pitch black here. The raw of a decaying flash here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downward, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something raw makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. Evil Karen's presence goes by. Holy shit. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where is Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage binds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Playing west did nothing. Citizens will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Maria, Anali, Gregor, Karen, I'll never forget you. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and suddenly go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. You've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we save your nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? You were technically sent. And Natalie, you came on her own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forest, but they attempt to save face. My walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. You already know the rest of the story now, right? Raw. Welcome to Nightmare Mode. If you survive, you will gain an additional insight into the world of cooking companions, as well as unlocking new game plaza and a Chompets Only event. This mode is mostly just a joke, so don't take it seriously. If you make it to the end, you'll unlock the Chompets Cabin Courses, a Chompet Only event free of humans. For the true cooking companion experience, this mode should be played in a pitch black room with headphones. If you still need to max out your relationships, don't worry, you'll get an opportunity to do so in NG+. You should really make a manual save right now, don't hesitate. Thank you for getting this far. Your bravery is commendable and will be rewarded. Thanks for playing. Oh, almost forgot. Night remote activated. You wake up in the bathroom again. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold, but I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? I am scared. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. With his presence and rage, he's begging you to follow her. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, but a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for the breakfast. This will take ages to clean. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stare into the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Which one of them is causing this? Maria? Anali? Grigor? You crawl into bed and fall asleep. 616. I have to go eat lunch soon, so I'm gonna save it here for today. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen isn't here. It sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. Head over to investigate. Another trigger one of them. Who's still missing? Karen? Someone is tapping on the window. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Are you done, Anali? You're getting more bull interactions. You had to bed, sleep on it. 666. Sounds like a perfect time to end it off right here. Sounds like a perfect time to leave it right there. How convenient that it's 6/9. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Maybe in this game again, or maybe in Deltarune Chapter 2. Either way, thank you, and bye.